woke culture. It's been called everything from a movement for justice to cancel culture on steroids. But love it or hate it, one thing's for sure, not everyone's going along with the script. In this video, we're counting down 10 times celebrities shut down woke culture, unapologetically and often hilariously. From viral interviews to Oscar night jabs, get ready to see Hollywood's boldest voices push back against the pressure to conform. Stick around till the end, because number one is jaw-dropping. Chris Rock didn't mince words when he said cancel culture is disrespectful to the audience. He warned that comedians are now too afraid to be funny, and fans praised him for keeping it real.
And what are your thoughts on the cancel culture? Like, you know, if you say something wrong, people will try to cancel you immediately. You know, you even see Ellen dealing with it with her workplace. It seems like it drove her crazy when she's like, you know what, I'm retiring. You know, so
yeah, I know. It's when you're a comedian, when the audience doesn't laugh, that we get the message.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like you don't really have to cancel us because we get the message.
Right.
They're not laughing. Our feelings hurt.
Right.
When we do something and people aren't laughing, we get it. I don't understand why people feel the need to go beyond that. You know what I mean?
The Harry Potter author faced backlash for her stance on gender identity, but didn't back down. She wrote a lengthy essay defending women's rights, sparking both outrage and admiration.
A word for these people, followed by a number of deliberately misspelled versions of the word woman. Now, there was instant backlash to that. She was accused of being transphobic, so she wanted to further clarify herself and sent out another tweet over the weekend. That one said, quote, "I know and love trans people, but erasing the concept of sex removes the ability of many to meaningfully discuss their lives. It isn't hate to speak the truth."
At 90-plus, Clint Eastwood still doesn't care about political correctness. When asked about woke culture, he scoffed, "We're killing ourselves with stupidity. Classic Eastwood, no filter, just facts."
It's dull. It's, you know, nobody's enjoying. I grew up in a neighborhood with lots of different types of people, a lot of different nationalities, and along the way, because I moved a lot, I was born in the Depression. And so I moved a lot, and I knew a lot of people, and I always enjoyed the differences. And I think if people enjoy the differences in everybody, then they are willing to, you know, to have fun with it. We used to have fun with it. We'd insult each other and laugh and scratch with it, and it was not a bad thing. People didn't take themselves that seriously at that point in time.
When woke activists demanded Netflix cancel Dave Chappelle over his jokes, he didn't back down. His response, "I'm Team TERF," doubling down on free speech. Netflix stood with him, and the special became one of their biggest hits.
I watch everything everybody says. I seen Candace Owens try to convince white America, don't worry about it, he's a criminal anyway. I don't care what this nigga did. I don't care if he personally kicked Candace Owens in her stinky pussy. I don't know if it stinks, but I imagine it does. And if I ever find out, I'll let you know for sure. I'll tell, like Azealia Banks, I'll tell.
One of the most iconic moments ever. Ricky roasted woke Hollywood elites to their faces, telling them not to lecture the public on politics.
Apple roared into the TV game with a morning show. A superb drama, yeah. A superb drama about the importance of dignity and doing the right thing, made by a company that runs sweatshops in China. So, well, you say you're woke, but the companies you work for, I mean, unbelievable. Apple, Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? So, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg.
Love him or hate him, Elon Musk has made a second career out of mocking woke culture. From memes to policy changes at Twitter, he's not exactly playing it safe.
So I think a lot of people thought when you bought Twitter that this is kind of an outlier. Like, how does this, what doesn't fit with these other things you're doing? I never thought that. Because I think you're dealing with big civilizational issues and problems, and I was right on your page. I think Twitter is one of them. I mean, you have talked about this woke mind virus.
Yes.
In really apocalyptic terms.
Yeah.
You should explain why you don't think it's hyperbole to say things like it's pushing civilization towards suicide. First of all, what is the woke mind virus? And if we don't deal with this, nothing else can get done. Tell me why you think that.
Yeah, so I think we need to be very cautious about anything that is anti-meritocratic and anything that is that results in the suppression of free speech. So, you know, those are two of the aspects of the woke mind virus that I think are very dangerous. Is that it's often anti-meritocratic. You can't question things. Even the questioning is bad. So, you know, another way to almost synonymous would be cancel culture. And obviously people have tried to cancel you many times.
Many times.
Yeah, I mean,
every week.
Yeah.
When the media demanded Spotify cancel Joe Rogan, the platform stood by him. Rogan addressed misinformation claims head-on, without backing down to outrage mobs.
If I pissed you off, I'm sorry. And if you enjoy the podcast, thank you.
Bill Maher isn't a conservative, but he hates how extreme woke culture has become. His weekly rants on Real Time have gone viral for calling out the left's double standards.
Well, I had a different question, but it struck me that in the first segment you used the term woke, and you said that woke is what was sort of ruining everything. And I know that you're...
No, I didn't say ruining everything. I said that's why Trump could get reelected.
That's why Trump could get reelected. Yeah. So the term woke has been, in my view, co-opted by the right and weaponized and bastardized. And so I was surprised to hear you use the term because historically, as you know, because I think you're quite brilliant, that woke is a word used by the Black community to note that we must be aware of social injustices.
But words
and
migrate.
So why is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing, and originally that was absolutely a great thing. Alert to injustice, who's not for that? But words do migrate. Now, I'll use any term you want, because maybe that is a word that's triggering, and so let's not use that word. I don't know, want to call it the super far left, but don't tell me the left
or maybe the super far right.
Well, he's talking about the left. Well, then
okay, but we talked about that. I mean, I think we agree about the danger of the super far right, and I can't say it enough. I think they're the bigger threat. But don't tell me that the left hasn't changed. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm old enough to remember when it was the conservatives who hated the Jews.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a joke. But,
too dark, too dark.
Well, maybe it is, but it's true. I mean, you know, if I had any doubt that I was right about the change that's happened in the left, watching people protest for a terrorist organization like Hamas, that straightened me up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Kanye's done everything from wearing MAGA hats to criticizing cancel culture as mind control. He's lost deals but never his voice, and fans still hang on his every word.
Yeah. I just want to talk about mind control. You know, when people try to influence you through social media and try to tell you what to do, or if you post something that's like positive on Instagram and it gets taken down, if it's not a part of a bigger agenda, you know, that's like mind control. That's the echo chamber. That's trying to control you based off of incentivizing you and based off of you getting enough likes. And that's the poison that's happening with social media. And, you know, for me, you know, I just got back my IQ scores and they were Mensa level, 133, 98 percentile. like straight up Sigmund Freud, Tesla vibes. And the worst thing, the way I feel like when people try to tell me what to do, I feel like they're touching my brain. Like, for a woman, she doesn't want she wants to be in control of her body and choose who she wants to give it to.
When asked how to end racism, Freeman simply said, "Stop talking about it." His calm, firm stance has gone viral multiple times, and many admire his call for unity over division.
Black History Month you find
ridiculous.
Why?
You're going to relegate my history to a month?
Oh, come on.
What do you do with yours? Which month is White History Month? No, well, come on, tell me.
Well, I'm Jewish.
Okay, which month is Jewish History Month?
There isn't one.
Oh, why not?
Yeah.
Do you want one?
No.
I don't either. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
How are we going to get rid of racism until...
Stop talking about it. I'm going to stop calling you a white man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man. I know you as Mike Wallace. You know me as Morgan Freeman.
There you have it. 10 times celebs didn't just survive cancel culture. They owned it. Whether you agree with them or not, one thing's for sure. These stars spoke their truth, not someone else's script. Which one of these moments shocked you the most? Did we miss a favorite? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We read everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more fearless pop culture content.